Hi, my name is Angel Lopez, and for my final project, I will be doing a video analysis on the Notebook. It is supposed to say neurophysiological disorder, but I messed up on that. And then, what is Alzheimer's? Alzheimer's disease is named after Alois Alzheimer, the German physician who formally identified it in 1907. According to the textbook, Alzheimer's disease is the most common type of neurocognitive disorder, usually occurring after the age of 65, marked most prominently by impairment. The Notebook, which came out in 2004, the synopsis is about how this movie focuses on a love story addressing the effects of Alzheimer's disease. While in the movie, it does not formally identify what specific dementia or Alzheimer's she has, I am focusing on Alzheimer's disease. The Notebook focuses on an elderly man telling their love story about themselves when they were younger in hopes to get his wife Allie to remember him. In this clip, Allie experiences an episode of clarity with Noah, remembering their life together.
Love you. I'll be seeing you. No.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful story.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why, but it makes me feel sad. I remember it all. It was us. It was us.
Oh,
It was
darling.
us.
Oh, my sweetheart.
Oh,
I love you so much.
what happened to me?
Nothing. You just went away for a little while.
How much time do we have?
I'm not sure. Last time it was no more than 5 minutes. Hey. I brought along an old friend.
I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe.
How are the children?
Oh, they're fine. They were here today. Little Noah, Ava, too. They're getting so big.
Oh, boy. How fast the time goes.
Mm-hmm.
It flies right on by.
Oh, yes, it does.
When you tell them I love them,
Of course.
I'm sorry.
I'll tell them, sweetheart.
I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll
Remember that story you were reading to me?
Yes.
Do you think that I could be here tonight? We could be alright. You know what we could do? Maybe we could get a car and we could go for a ride. We could get out of here and just go someplace. You want to?
I don't think so. Not tonight, darling.
Come on, why not? Wait. Why did you call me darling? I don't know you. What's going on here? Am I supposed to know you? No. No! No!
Please, sweetheart. Hey, Allie, I love you. Stay with me. Don't
No! Who are you?
I'm Noah. I'm Noah, and you're Allie.
What do you want? you doing?
Come on, baby.
Don't come near me! Don't you come near me!
Allie.
Get help! Help! Help me! Calm down! Calm down!
I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is through, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing.
With that clip, I believe that she had an early diagnosis of Alzheimer's, and that is why she wrote down the story herself. So that way Noah could always find her, or she could always find Noah when he tells her that story, which for a second she did. Why I believe her symptoms are Alzheimer's. Allie has an unspecified form of either dementia or Alzheimer's. I believe it is Alzheimer's due to her symptoms shown. Allie has a complete memory loss of her past, her life with Noah, and their children. While Allie had once enjoyed painting throughout the movie, she is no longer able to due to memory loss. She doesn't remember her time with her parents or her marriage to Noah. While she should have been able to tell in real life, this movie has an exaggerated form of the symptoms. During a point in his life of his story to Allie, she remembers their life together and apologized for leaving him, and a few minutes later forgets who he is again. She then becomes confused, which then leads to anger as to who this man is and why is he in her room. Then the nurses have to come in to sedate her when she becomes combative with them. While this is dramatized for the movie, patients with long-term deficits cause them to not recognize family or friends, called slipping away. This is just more about Alzheimer's. In the textbook, it said an individual displays substantial decline in at least one of the cognitive functioning areas, such as memory and learning, attention, perceptual motor skills, planning, and decision making. Symptoms present in the film was complete memory loss, agitation, confusion, and quiet or lost in thoughts. This is a chart, a chart showing a healthy person with different forms of depression, anxiety, sleep disturbance, agitation, which is through preclinical Alzheimer's disease, mild Alzheimer's disease, moderate Alzheimer's disease, and severe Alzheimer's disease. She also shows mood and speech impairment. While the movie shows little of Allie's Alzheimer's, it shows how speech and mood impairment happens for patients. It shows how Allie was quiet throughout the dinner they had, and how after the nurses sedated her, her speech was slow, and she had trouble raising her hand. Younger Allie was shown to have bursts of anger throughout fights with Noah, and I believe that would have been a good sign to show in the movie, how it could be a sign contributing to her early onset Alzheimer's diagnosis. It should have shown how she would forget her keys, her way home, and how she only remembers how to play certain pieces of music on the piano. This is forms of the parts of the brain in an elderly woman, showing the hippocampus, the the cerebral cortex, the hypothalamus, and the thalamus. Does she accurately display Alzheimer's in the movie? While I believe it's not an accurate display of the disease and not early onset Alzheimer's, onset Alzheimer's, it displays patient aggression with memory loss. At the end, it shows their depression and loss of thoughts and motor functions. It does show in media how Alzheimer's can affect people and what family members have to go through. It tells Noah being her main caregiver, and because of the stress he went through, he had a heart attack. It does show how it can physically and mentally affect family who take on this responsibility. I know when my great-grandmother had to take care of my great-grandfather who had Alzheimer's, he was taken care of at home. He had outbursts of anger when he couldn't recognize her and didn't like being helped to be cleaned. It is not accurate in the fact that Allie was shown as lucid for a few minutes, then in a matter of seconds, it was gone. And if her age is an indication, her memory would have declined severely if it was shown correctly. Psychological aspects of the Notebook. A modern term, toxic relationship between the two characters when they were younger. Noah goes off to war and deals with grief at the loss of his friend. It also shows the stress that a husband goes through when he remembers only for two people. The depression Noah goes through in the middle of the movie when he realizes Allie is not coming back, and the depression and loss of cognitive skills Allie goes through at the end of the movie. Effects on family members. If not handled correctly, the disease can cause a lot of pain and grief. Noah is a case of this by neglecting his children and grandchildren by moving into the nursing home to take care of Allie in her old age. He also neglected his health. This is why the Notebook is not an accurate description of families' lives with this. When my great-grandfather was alive, I remember him being in a wheelchair because he lost the memory of how to walk, and he could barely speak in his last year. I remember how hard it was on my grandmother and aunt having to take care of him, and his anger with not being able to take care of himself. Caregivers of patients in the Notebook. This movie portrays the nurses as kind, giving the patients space to come and go on the grounds as they please. While most nursing homes do not have space for elderly couples to room together, especially since Noah has different health issues than Allie. She needs round-the-clock care, and Noah has heart issues that need to be taken care of separately. It is also shown that Allie's caregivers are not her children, since they rarely visit and have jobs that take up most of their time, since many people today work 40-plus hours a week. In the textbook, it says at any given time in the United States, only about 3% of the entire elderly population actually live in nursing homes, which is 1.5 million people, but around 15% of people 85 years and older do eventually live in these facilities. Treatment. While there is no actual cure for Alzheimer's, there have been treatments that have been developed for it. According to the National Library of Medicine, a recent review suggests that Tacrin is a modestly effective drug in treating cognitive systems, and that neuroleptic drugs are modestly effective in treating agitation and aggression. Family-focused support interventions are moderately effective and delay nursing home placement. Yeah. That was supposed to be my works cited, but it messed up. Thank you.